and we have headroom to almost 700,000. So that is the kind of opportunity we think lies ahead of us. Why do we believe so? As Rakesh was saying, we already have CNG three-wheelers. You are perhaps aware that in the three-wheeler segment, Bajaj is almost 80% of the market. Again, no mean feat, because this is one of the largest three-wheeler markets in the world. And perhaps you are not aware that over 60% of all three-wheelers sold in this country are now CNG three-wheelers. So you just heard me say that maybe 20 years ago there were no CNG three-wheelers and there was one fuel pump. And now over 60% is CNG. In our own portfolio, I think CNG is almost more than 70%. I am told that in the major cities where there is adequate availability of CNG, 30% of car sales are CNG now. So if you just turn these figures around in your mind, if 30% is the penetration that CNG motorcycles achieve, I'm not saying that everybody will buy a Freedom, but as an industry, if 30% is the penetration CNG is able to achieve in the motorcycle segment, then that's 30% of 700,000 is almost 200,000 motorcycles. If it's as high as 70%, it's almost 500,000 motorcycles. So the question before us today is that could, in a period of time, obviously these things take time because consumer behavior has to change with us working as a team. But could it be that in some years, 70% of the market would be CNG motorcycles? And I think there will be only two types of people in the room who will answer this question. Those who will say no, and those who will put up their hands to say yes, but they actually don't mean yes. You know, and the reason I say this is because when I joined this company, 70% of two-wheelers in this country were scooters. And everybody I met in this company and all of our dealers said that that will never change. It will always be scooters. And if you attended some of our previous launches, you would have heard me say that they gave me lots of reasons why it would never change. They said a scooter is so comfortable, convenient, I can sit on it with my dhoti, with my lungi, my wife can sit sideways, she's got a spare wheel, she uses it as an armrest. Fortunately or unfortunately, she won't fall off the scooter. There is a luggage space over there, a helmet box where I can keep stuff. My gears are on the hand, I know what gear I'm in, and so on and so forth. So there was apparently no reason for this country not to remain a scooter country. But as you know very well, through the 90s, in a matter of 5 years, it went from being 70% scooters to becoming 70% motorcycles. So what is the lesson here? The lesson here is really, in a somewhat philosophical sense, that it's not the lots of little things that make a difference at the end of the day. Sometimes a particular event takes place, as it did in 1993, when fuel prices went through the roof and Hero Honda came, or rather was present there to take advantage of the situation with a 4-stroke motorcycle. In the same way, 10 years later, the Supreme Court mandated CNG for Delhi in commercial vehicles, and Bajaj was present there. We've taken advantage of that. Question is whether a hat trick is impending, is about to happen. That again, fuel prices, as the minister confessed, are very high, 120 rupees a litre, and this is hurting people. And if, as Sarang said, this can halve fuel prices, then it could be that this is again one of those milestone moments which in MBA schools is taught as disruption, and these kind of fancy words are used. So maybe we have a real opportunity for change over here. So,
all right. If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.